Hi students, so in this video I am going to explain you about a problem based on Gauss-Jordan method. So how to solve the problem using this Gauss-Jordan method we will discuss. So a set of linear equations are given like this. So in this set of equations, matrix form is Ax is equal to D. So what is A, what is X, what is D, all those things you know very well. So after writing the matrix form, if we write the given equations in the augmented form, if we write the given equations in the augmented form, we will get from first equation 1, 1, 1, 3, from second equation 2, 2, minus 1, 3, from third equation 1, 1, minus 1, 1, we will get like this. So in Gauss-Jordan method, our aim is to transform this augmented matrix into this form. So this is the final matrix in Gauss-Jordan method. So we will try to convert the augmented matrix into this form, which is the final matrix. We will try to convert. So what is the process here? First column we have to try to get 1, 0, 0 in the first column, that is the first step. Try to get 0, 1, 0 in the second column, that is second step. Try to get 0, 0, 1 in the third column, that is the third step. Okay, let us come to first step. 1, 0, 0 in the first column. So already I have 1 here. So no issues. Now we have to get zeros in these two places. To get zeros in these two places, we will use the first row, that is this element 1, to get zeros in these two places. So how I should write is, take R2, to get 0 here, I will do R2 minus 2 into R1, R2 minus 2 into 1, you will get 0. Next, to get 0 in this place, do R3 minus R1, simple R3 minus R1. So therefore, our first step is try to get 1 in the first place here. Using that, try to get zeros in these two places. That is what we are doing. Okay, so let me write the matrix now. This is equivalent to first row we are not changing. Second row, R2 minus 2R1, see here, 2 minus 2, again 2 minus 2, R2 minus 2R1, so minus 1, minus 2, so that is minus 3, 3 minus 6, again minus 3, R2 minus 2R1 completed. Now come to R3 minus R1, R3 minus R1, 1 minus 1, again 1 minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, 1 minus 3, you will get like this. So our first step, that is trying to get 1, 0, 0 in the first column, is completed. Now what I told in the previous video clearly is, our aim to convert the augmented matrix is into this form. But in the process of transforming the augmented matrix into this form, when we are getting two rows identical, or if we are getting elements of two rows in same ratio, you will get infinite solutions. While we are trying to convert the augmented matrix into this form, if the elements of any two ratio, if the elements of any two rows are in same ratio, you will get infinite solutions. And here we have that. The elements of these two rows are in same ratio. You can see clearly 3:2, 3:2. Or to be much more clear to you, what I will do is, I will divide second row with A. We can use elementary row transformations. Elementary row transformations means you can multiply or divide any row with a non-zero constant. So what I will do is, clearly minus 3 is common in second row. So second row I will divide with minus 3 just to get you clear idea or how we are going to get infinite solutions. Third row clearly minus 2 you can take common. So third row divide by minus 2. So then you will get like this. First row no change. Second row divided by minus 3. Third row divided by minus 2. Clearly you can see now. Two rows are similar. You will get infinite solutions. You can identify here itself. But to be much more clear, I am doing like this. So two rows are same means you will definitely get infinite solutions. Or if all the elements of a row are 0, you will get infinite solutions. No, I will show you that also. Do R3 minus R2. Because two rows are same, if you subtract the two rows like this, okay, R3 minus R2, you will get all zeros. So all the elements of a row are 0, you get infinite solutions. That is, we are trying to convert the augmented matrix into this form, but in the process itself we are getting zeros in all row, in the complete row. That means you will not get in unique solution here, because you cannot convert into this form now. Because all the elements of third row are 0, you cannot convert into this form, you will not get unique solution. Okay, so all zeros in one row means you will get infinite solutions. How to find the infinite solutions? Write the equivalent set of equations from this. Take the first row. Write the first row in the equation model. X plus y plus z is equal to 3. Okay. Come to second row. 0 into x, 0 into y, 1 into z is equal to 1. From second row you will get z is equal to 1. Third row no need of writing, because all zeros you will not get any reasonable or meaningful equation. So don't write third row. So z is equal to 1. Can you solve and find xy? Yo? You cannot solve and find xy values here. Therefore, now we will try to express x value, y value in terms of some other constant or some other variable. So therefore, what I will do is, let me take y is equal to some k, where k is some real number k is. Substitute these values in the above equation. X plus k plus 1 is equal to 3. So you will get x is equal to 2 minus k, where k belongs to R. So this is the solution. So k is some constant. If you are going to change k values, our solution also will be changing. So how the solution will look like means, the solution will be x comma y comma z. All those x comma y comma z such that x is equal to 2 minus k, y is equal to k, z is equal to 1. So this is going to be our solution set. This is going to be our solution set where k belongs to R. Why we are telling solution set? Because by taking different values for k, you will get different solutions here. So you will get a lot of solutions based on k values. Because k is real number, you can take different values for k here. Take k is equal to 1, you will get one solution. Take k is equal to 2, you will get different solution. Like that, k is any real number means there are infinite values for k. Therefore, you can get infinite solutions. Therefore, we call that as solution set. So this is the process of writing the solution set when you know that the system of equations has infinite solutions. Okay, so in the next video I will explain you how to solve when the system of equations have unique solution. So that also we will discuss. Okay, so thank you for now.